Hello there. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded, but I'm back and I'm here to say the good news. Now, this is an interview that I did with, what's his name? Damn, I already forgot. How did I forget this guy's name? Rebel. Yes, Rebel. I want to thank you, Rebel, for giving me this opportunity to do this interview with you. And yeah, you're the second person on this channel that will be featured on this channel. So I want to thank you for that. And yeah, thank you for your time. I know you're busy and you took time out of your day to do this interview, and I appreciate it. And yeah, without further ado, I just want to let you guys know that uh, I know I've been gone for a bit. I'll always post one video, and then out of nowhere I disappear, and then I post another video, and then I disappear out of nowhere. I know. I'm so sorry. I've just been busy. My life is hectic right now. It's hectic, so I hope you can understand. But I will try to post more videos. I have more guide videos now. The season is finally over. We've already won the season, and I'll start posting some guide videos for you guys and all that good stuff. I have an updated tier list on the way, and yeah, that's about it. I don't want to take too much of your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I promise this time it won't take long. I won't be gone for a whole week or whatever. I'll try to post more consistently moving forward. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the video.
Usually I'll start with intros, but I'm not sure if you want to introduce yourself to the people so they can know who you are and just
Perfect.
learn more about you. You don't have to give any personal information. That's not what this is about. But you can just give something basic, the server that you're in and all that stuff, and you'll be good to go. So just introduce yourself.
Perfect. So my name is Rebel. I'm in the CLS clan of server 20046. I'm a vice leader there. I've been there for 3 seasons. Before that, I've played in the server 17. There's a lot of players actually from CLS that are still they come from there from 17. So having fun. And personally, I'm um, been playing this game for 12 seasons maybe, so it's been a while.
Awesome. And I'm pretty sure by now everyone knows who I am on this channel, so I don't really have to introduce myself. But I would first just like to thank you for doing this interview. I know a lot of people aren't comfortable to do interviews like this, where it's just voice communications, or maybe they're afraid or whatever the case may be. But you will be the second person to ever be featured on this channel, so I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it's an honor for me, my friend.
Awesome. So I guess we can get started now with the first question that I want to ask you. How would you describe this season for you specifically, like in your perspective, and what do you think our strengths and weaknesses are for this season?
I would compare this season as a long marathon or long stretch of running with a lot of curves, bumps, and holes in the road. I would say that because the enemies were so flexible and agile, we had to be running on a roller coaster of emotions, good or bad. We had to react super fast. In some situation, we didn't been fast enough, so we did lose a bit of battles. But in the end, we still did very well. So for me, it's more like because of the new system with the passages where and the comms where you can build directly from them, it makes the game more versatile and more unpredictable in a sense. So we had to move a lot, use a lot of bricks, and that was probably how the season went this year. For weaknesses and strength, I think that we have a great server. We had less whales than the enemies this season, but I think that we had more. We call it dolphins or sharks, mid-level players, and the difference between us and them is probably the activity of those dolphins and sharks. So we have a lot of them, and they were super active. So it makes a big difference. one well cannot destroy like 10 sharks, right? So I feel that our weaknesses was, I don't feel we had the weakness. I pretty more feel that we had more positive than bad.
Okay. That sounds pretty legit. Everything you just said, I would highly agree with what you just said in terms of our strengths and weaknesses, and it's just overall good to get other people's perspective to see how they view the season. So I'm glad you said those things, and we're pretty much aligned in the way we see the season and how this season played out. We're pretty much there on the same page. So yeah. For question two, uh, what was your most memorable moment like throughout this whole season? Was there anything exciting, or just anything? It can be anything that you remember throughout this season. What was memorable for you?
Oh, I had a two long paragraphs. I'll try to stick it to a quick one, but this season was with three war packs or three servers, right? So it made it more difficult to create coalitions that were effective and well, let's say evenly strength. So our clan, my clan, actually started in Koa One this season, and the enemies being agile and trying to uh, get the upper hand on us, they move all their wells to Koa One. So all Koa Two wells went to Koa One, and so we decided to move to Koa 2, our clan, because we're strong, but not we don't have big wells. So we brought in the team that was in Koa 2 that had more wells. So we just switched. What that did do is that we gained the upper hand in the end because our Koa 2 was more stronger or stronger than their Koa 2. So we were fighting them, even if their whales did come and try and attack us. We were Kua 2 and they were Kua 1 and they were attacking us. We still managed to be able to at least give them a good fight, even if we lost. And by distracting them, our Koa 1 did manage to come from behind and destroy them at the end.
Oh, I see. That's a good analysis. Everything you said was truthful, because I've seen all of that play out throughout this season as well, and it's good to know your perspective on how you viewed that specific instance. I guess that was a good memorable moment for you. And yeah, I guess we can move on to the third question now. How do you think our coalition ended up winning this season, though? Like, I'm not sure if you already touched upon this from the previous question, but like specifically, is there anything that you think we did that managed to make us win this season at the end of the day?
I probably did mention it a bit in the first two questions, but I would say that the server is working super well as a team. Everyone played a role. We were agile, flexible. Even if we had three different servers, we worked as one united server. And like I always say, teamwork makes the dream work. So that's my motto. We also had numbers, right? Like I said, they had more whales, but we had more medium, large size players where uh, they were more active than theirs. So we, in the end, won because of that, because of the activity participation of every member of the server.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm happy that you said that, and I guess this will give more clarity to the people who are wondering how we managed to pull the season off against Wales and all that good stuff. So, speaking on that topic, the fourth question would be, like, what are your thoughts on our opponents? Did anyone surprise you from their side, or like what? Just general, what are your thoughts?
Be honest, they were very good. They were lucky to have a lot of whales or big ones also, but they were smart about it. So, like I said earlier, they changed all their Koa ones, Koa two, sorry, whales, bring them to Koa one, which probably destabilized us a bit at the beginning, and then we just adapt to it and we managed to win. But they were still good. We were chasing them all over the map all the time. They were creating, moving from P1 to P2 and P3, and then we destroyed them there, so they move elsewhere. We had to move at the same spot of them. So we did use a lot of bricks, a lot of strategy to actually be able to win it. And but in the end, I think participation, good strategies from our leaders brought the win to us this season.
I strongly and highly agree with what you just said. That was a good point of view, by the way. So,
Thank you.
I believe this will be the last question. Like, just this is more of a personal question. So, like, in your point of view, like, just looking ahead of time, is there any goals that you wish to do, or that you have next season, basically?
Well, I always see the new season as not winning it. So, what I mean, not losing it, but not expecting to winning it. We cannot underestimate any foes or opponents that we're going to face. They could be smarter than us, even if we have a lot of knowledge in this server. We never know what can happen. So I think that not underestimate our enemies or foes is the key thing about starting a new season.
Okay.
Doing a great analysis of every player, every clan we're facing, and putting a strategy regarding that. So a bit like we did this season, moving our clan actually to Koa from Koa 1 to Koa 2 to actually be able to adapt and get better than our foes. So I think that first thing you need to go into the season fresh minded, open to any changes, and open to be either Koa 2, Koa 1 to be able to help the server. We need to think as a server and not as a clan or as a player. So we need to be like team in the end.
Yeah, I highly agree. If I'm ever transferred to any coalition or whatever clan that I'll happily oblige to it as long as it helps the server at the end of the day where we can win. That's all I care about. So yeah, I strongly agree with what you said. So I think that's pretty much all the questions that I wanted to ask you today. But I believe there is one bonus question. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but this is just a simple bonus question that I want to see if you would like to give. It's nothing personal or anything, but this bonus question is basically geared more towards either free to play players, low spenders, or just anyone in general who would want to seek your advice from someone like you. I'll probably show them your stats in game, like how strong you are and everything like that, and which is very impressive, by the way. But
You.
just in general, like this bonus question, like in your opinion, what is one advice that you would give like a free to play player or a low spender or someone who wants to become as strong as you one day?
Well, I think that non-spenders, it's hard. I'll go with mid-spenders more, but the main thing I would say is focus on your Form 1, your F1, we say it. So focus everything on your F1. So it could be equipment, chart, the war chart, the your dog, your form. So focus on one only because you don't put money in it, you don't have room for error. You need to be smart about it. Don't be afraid to ask questions to high level players or high spenders. They know they made some errors. They spend some money on things they shouldn't. So I think that asking questions, concentrate on your F1 only at the beginning, and that would be my first and most foremost. What can I say? Suggestion. The other part would be active, participate in events, try to do the best you can, do as much rallies as possible. Uh, that would be my 2 cents to them. So we have actually a in CLS an actual help and suggestion thread or chat where people ask questions and we're always trying to help them. So I think that's another idea for each clan. They could create a chat just for help and questions and have great players, knowledgeable players there to be able to answer them and guide them through their decision making.
Okay, awesome. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover this video. Once again, I just wanted to thank you very much. Like you are literally the second person that will ever be featured on this channel. So hopefully, I hope this gives a bit of insight and a bit of confidence to other people who may be interested in interviews in the future. But yeah, I just want to thank you once again. I know you're a very busy person and you took the time out of your day to do this interview. So I just want to thank you, and yeah, I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, my friend. Have a good day.
You too.